There is something we don't talk about. And because we don't talk about this thing, millions of women suffer in silence. The silence robs them of strength, resilience, and careers. Perimenopause. Back in October of 2020, I started a new job in Irvine. I worked at this clinic as a functional medicine doctor, and I loved it. I would see multiple patients every day and derive a lot of satisfaction from my work. But little by little, in a few months, I started to feel a drag on my energy. I started to feel tired, run down, exhausted. Fatigue was overtaking my life. My work was affected, my children were affected. I knew something was wrong, but I didn't know what. I knew I needed help, but I didn't know where to begin. In a few months, by May of 2021, my burnout had become so extreme, I had to quit my job. I am an ex-corporate executive turned functional medicine doctor, and I'm a Menopause Society certified practitioner. I'm an advocate for menopause at work, and I help midlife women navigate perimenopause and menopause. Perimenopause. Just saying the word, or perhaps hearing it, can make some of us squirm. It has been taboo, private. And yet, this word signifies a stage that every woman has gone through, is going through, or will go through. But because of our reluctance to talk about it, many women do not know what to expect, how to prepare, and how to get the help they need. Just like me. So, what is perimenopause? The average age of menopause is 51. A woman is said to be in menopause when she goes 12 consecutive months without a period. Perimenopause is the transition leading up to menopause and can begin up to 10 years before. During this time, a woman's hormones will fluctuate wildly, leading to symptoms in almost every organ system in the body: brain, bones, heart, sexual health, mental, emotional health, you name it. Let me share a few findings with you from the SWAN study, the study of women's health across the nation, Dr. Lisa Mosconi's work, and my own experience. 1. When a woman goes 3 months without her period, she begins to experience fast bone loss. Now, we think osteoporosis is a disease of old age. But the fast bone loss that leads to osteoporosis begins in perimenopause. 2. 50% of women with frequent hot flashes will experience them for 7 years or more. To me, a hot flash felt like a 5 to 6 degree increase in body temperature in less than 3 seconds, multiple times, day after day. 3. PET scans show that women can experience an up to 30% decline in brain energy during this time. The brain is actually remodeling with changes in regional connectivity and chemistry. These changes are correlated with changes in mood, sleep, and cognition. So when you hear a woman talk about brain fog or difficulty concentrating, these symptoms are likely related to the brain remodeling taking place. 4. 50% of women have trouble sleeping through the night, night after night, leading to fatigue, depression, anxiety. 5. Sexual dysfunction increases the most in the 2 years leading to menopause. These symptoms are just the tip of the iceberg. The whole list is much longer. It's not like we don't know how to help women. As if we don't know how to help women navigate perimenopause and menopause. We do. We do have effective ways to help women through this transition. But there is one additional confounding factor. In 2002, the Women's Health Initiative published their findings on a study on the use of hormones for menopausal symptoms. The results were published with great fanfare. They announced that hormones are mostly harmful for most women. And here's the problem. Those conclusions were mostly incorrect. In the 20+ years since then, the WHO has walked back almost every finding that they announced in 2002, but the damage has been done. A whole generation of doctors has not been taught about how to care for women undergoing perimenopause and menopause. So, women go through this huge seismic hormonal shift in midlife, and we've been conditioned to stay silent, which is compounded by this misinformation. So what should we do? I have 3 suggestions. First, normalize the conversation. I keep coming back to this. The silence around perimenopause is its biggest challenge. Women do suffer in isolation, unsure of what's happening to them. Men, watching their partners or colleagues struggle, feel confused and powerless. We have broken taboos before. Remember when breast cancer was whispered about? Today, the NFL wears pink shoes in October for breast cancer awareness. Perimenopause needs the same attention. Second, educate everyone. Certainly, we should educate women so they know how to advocate for themselves. It is time to bring men into the conversation so there can be true empathy and understanding, and they can be part of the solution. Currently, there is one Menopause Society certified practitioner for 13,500 women that need help. Not enough by a long shot. It is time to educate our doctors and healthcare practitioners so they can provide individualized, evidence-based therapies to women. It is time to bring education into schools, communities, and workplaces. Third, support midlife women in the workplace. Today, women are leading industries, companies, and shaping the future. And yet, at midlife, when they are at the peak of their experience, their leadership and capability, too many of them consider leaving because of symptoms that are entirely manageable with the right support. In fact, according to a Deloitte Women at Work 2024 report, 10% of them actually do. When women leave, companies lose leadership, innovation, and investment. When women stay without the help they need, billions can be lost in productivity. This is not just a women's issue. It's an issue of equity, retention, and bottom line. It is time for companies to recognize perimenopause as the workplace challenge it is and implement real solutions. There is a lot that we can do there. So I'll admit, until very recently, I hesitated to speak on this topic publicly. But the more I talk about it, the more I feel its time has come. Had someone talked to me about perimenopause earlier, I could have been prepared. I could have avoided burnout. I could have avoided quitting my job. So It is time for a change. It is time to change how our society addresses perimenopause. And change requires that we speak up, that we challenge the silence, that we turn knowledge into action. So, will you help me turn knowledge into action? Will you speak to at least one other person this week about something you've learned here today? Will you help create a ripple effect of awareness that can bring empowerment and help change women's lives? Because if you do, we will finally break the silence on perimenopause. Thank you.